What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video today, and I'm gonna be doing a high skin fade. This video came out fire. Stay to the end of the video to see the transformation. So like I say, I start off by combing the hairs out, on the beard, on the head, just looking at the hair patterns and doing the scalp analysis. So usually, I would do the guidelines first, but today I just decided to knock them down, wave length. I started off with the one guard open, and if it needed to go lower, I would close it. You wanna make sure you take your time in this process so you don't gap them or mess his hair pattern up. So I bring out my T-liners and I start my first guideline. It's a high skin fade, so I start in the middle and I work my way all the way around. I'm using my mirrors just so I know that the lines is like straight, it's not lopsided and everything is even. So as you can see, I started left, I'm working my way around. I'm gonna actually be showing the fade on this side because that's where the angle just ended up to be. It really don't matter which side that you start on. But yeah, you could start the guideline on the left side and then the right side and you connect it in the back, but this is also an easier process. So the steps hasn't changed. I open my clippers all the way and I go up an inch or an inch and a half. And since I'm already at the bottom of the fade, what I like to do is get that bottom line out. And how I do that is I close the clippers halfway and then gradually close them all the way the lower I get. You know what I mean? I like to go ahead and get this step out just so you don't be confused at the end. I get my one guard, I go up another inch or an inch and a half. And like I always say, use your brush every time you start another guideline, just so you can see where the hair is laying. The brush exposes the uneven areas and guidelines. So to debulk, I get my 1.5 guard, not the half guard, the 1.5, and I kind of go against the grain as I'm getting higher, but I got it open and I'm using my corners and my brush. So now I'm attacking this middle line. I close the lever all the way and I'm just starting to work the middle line out with my half guard. People can get the 1.5 and the half guard mixed up just because they got the same name in a way, but yeah. And if sometimes the line don't get out with the half guard, I'm gonna show you guys how to get that bottom line out. As I see uneven areas and stuff that I need to detail, I do that on the way down. So to get that middle line out, I open my lever all the way and I use my corners. And all I do is I flick out. This fade is coming together real smooth, y'all. I know y'all see it, man. Leave a like, comment if it's coming out smooth. Or subscribe, it don't matter. But as I detail this fade, I use my brush every step of the way, just notice. So now that the fade is done, I'm about to start prepping him for his lineup and beard. To do the beard, it's like the same steps as the fade. I start off with the guideline, I open the lever all the way, I go down to 1/2 inch, I get that middle line out on the beard, and I put my one guard on and I debulk with the half guard. I be trying to make the steps simple as possible for y'all, and I be trying to slow down. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments of the video, man. Let me know what I could do better or what help y'all out even more. So I prep my hairline with the hot towel, I get my shaving cream, I apply it all around his hairline and his beard, and I put my hot towel on for 2 to 3 minutes and I use my alcohol this time. You can use the holding spray, but y'all, I be switching up my hair, my prep so much. I like the alcohol some weeks and I might switch it up to the holding spray some weeks. It still works the same. Before I start the hairline, I like to go ahead and get the mustache out the way just because that's real tedious and it take a little bit more time. So after the mustache is out the way, I go ahead and tack the hairline. I start in the middle and I work my way left or right, whichever angle you guys are in. You can work left or right. Just make sure when you go back to the middle, it's symmetrical on both sides. You want the middle to be even with the left and the right side. Or the left side and the right side, you want it even to the middle on where you started. The vertical bars, you want to keep those at the edge of the eyebrows. You can push the vertical bars back. I done said that plenty of times. You want to make sure his vertical bars are not on the outside of his eyebrows. So this client prefers enhancements. So what I do is I get my Temptation black spray, not jet black. Make sure it's black spray, because the jet black is a whole different color. It's way darker and way more black. But I let the spray bounce off the card. So after I do the beard, this is the final result. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's a real blurry, high skin fade. It's real smooth, and I feel like I gave y'all good steps in this video. Rate it 1 through 10. Like, comment, subscribe. And y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. If anything I can do, or any questions y'all got, leave them in the comments, and I appreciate y'all. I'm out.